Hello everyone, this is Sarvachan Verma and today we are going to discuss about class and objects. It is a user-defined data type which holds its own data members like variables and member functions like methods which you have already studied, which can be accessed by the creating an instance of a particular class. Means class act as a user defined data type which contain the data members and methods, and these data members and methods are called the member of the class, and all the members of the class access with the help of a object of a particular class. So basically data members and functions are called the property of a class, or we can say these are called the member of the class. This is the syntax how to define the class in C++. So first one is class. This is the keyword in C++ which is used to declare the class. Class name is a valid identifier. This is the opening curly braces and closing curly braces. This is called the body of the class. And first one is access specifier. Access specifier can be public, private and protected according to your need and requirement, which type of visibilities you required to showcase your data and methods outside the class. These are the data members like variables to be used. Next one is member function, methods to access data members, or this is the ending of the class. So this is the general syntax how to define the class in C++. Point to be noted about the class. These are the very few important things while you are dealing with the class. First one is, so from our declaration we can say a class is a way to bind data member and methods or functions, both are same things, together in object oriented programming. To binding data members and methods together into a single class is referred to as a encapsulation. Means take a very bit special care. Suppose we have one class name is X, and now this is a member of class and this is the method void show opening curly braces ending, and this is the closing of class. So we can say these data members and member function bind into a single unit. It is called the encapsulation. This is the one OOPS concept of object oriented programming. The body of the class is enclosed with these and always end with semicolon. This is very important while you are writing the syntax on console or in text editor. So in Java, in Python, there is no need to end the class with semicolon, but in C++ it is mandatory, otherwise you will get compilation time error. The keyword private, public and protected are known as access specifier. By default the member of a class is private. In that scenario, these two members, data member and method, are private because access specifier is missing. If we write public, then in that case these two members of a class become a public. Otherwise, by default the member of a class will be private if no access specifier declare. So this is the basic terminology how to define the class, and what are the different things while you dealing with the class. There are three types of access specifier in C++. First one is public, then private and protected. So basically protected specifier are those specifier which you have working with inheritance topic. Now again we will understand the difference between the public and private. So inside this code, these are the public member I, J and K, and this is the object of my class A, this is the object of my class A. Now I am access A dot I equal 100, A dot J equal 4 and A dot K equal A dot I into A dot J. No error will be issued because I and J and K are the public member. It is very good. But inside this you will see here the variable or data members I, J and K are under the specifier private. Now I, J, K are the private members. This is the class object. A is the class of object my class. Now I am going to initialize multiplication and I am going to print the value. So immediately I will get the compilation time error because of these members are private members. These members are private members. What is the meaning of private members? The visibility of these members cannot be exceed and cannot be crossed by this boundary, closing of the class boundary. कहने का मतलब ये है कि जो भी प्राइवेट मेंबर्स होंगे वो उनकी जो विजिबिलिटी होगी वो उस क्लास की बाउंड्री के अंदर ही होगी. यदि हम बाउंड्री के बाहर एक्सेस करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो वी कैन नॉट एक्सेस. तो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम विद प्राइवेट. बट दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन व्हाई वी यूज प्राइवेट. हमेशा अपने सॉफ्टवेयर में हम लोग सिक्योरिटी को अचीव करते हैं वो डेटा को हाइड करके करते हैं. तो C++ में हम लोग जो डेटा को हाइड कर रहे हैं वो इस प्राइवेट एक्सेस स्पेसिफायर के थ्रू ही कर रहे हैं. इस वाले केस में, पब्लिक वाले केस में आई, जे के क्लास के बाहर भी एक्सेस हो रहा था. बट इस वाले केस में क्या हो रहा है कि हमारे जो मेथड्स, जो मेंबर्स हैं आई, जे एंड के, ये क्या है, ये प्राइवेट हैं. और प्राइवेट के केस में क्या है कि ये एक्सेस नहीं होंगे. इट मीन्स सिक्योरिटी इंक्रीज हुई है इन द बोथ टू केसेस. दूसरी चीज हम ये भी कह सकते हैं कि हमने डेटा को हाइड किया है फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड वर्ल्ड. यहाँ पर देखिए ये हमारा डेटा है, इसके बाद हम इसको एक्सेस नहीं कर पा रहे बिकॉज वी विल गेट कंपाइलेशन टाइम एरर बिकॉज आई, जे, के आर प्राइवेट मेंबर not visible outside the class body. So you see data hiding using private declaration. Hopefully you got the clear clarity. Now अब क्वेश्चन माइंड में ये आता है how we can access the private data member. This is the question. So उस क्लास का ही मेथड प्राइवेट डेटा मेंबर्स को एक्सेस कर सकता है. ओके, in that scenario only member function can have access the private data members. It means the method which is defined or declare inside the class also capable, we can say only capable to access all the private members of the class. Basically member function क्या है, are those function which is declared inside the class. Means suppose this is the one class 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 X and this is the one function void main void data this is the closing of class. We can say this is the member function. Now this member function is capable all the access to access all the private members of a particular class. Now you will see here this is again the code. This is the private member roll number. Now this is the method get roll number, and this is capable to access the value of roll number. What I am trying to say कि प्राइवेट मेंबर्स को उस क्लास का मेथड ही एक्सेस कर सकता है. सिमिलरली ये दूसरा मेथड है सेट रोल नंबर, उसने रोल नंबर की वैल्यू सेट कर दी है और फाइनली हमने क्लास को क्या कर दिया है, क्लोज कर दिया है. नाउ द ऑब्जेक्ट ए हमारा स्टूडेंट क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट है. ए डॉट रोल नंबर इक्वल 1. Now I am going to print the roll number. Similarly, a dot set roll number, हमने I को 1 वैल्यू दी है, रोल नंबर 1 सेट हो गया. We will get immediately the values of this. So this is the example. So you cannot access private member directly as you see at line 20 and 21. 20 and 21 we will get immediately compilation time error because of हमने रोल नंबर को एक्सेस करना चाहा और यहाँ पे रोल नंबर को प्रिंट करना चाहा, बट रोल नंबर क्या है हमारा, रोल नंबर हमारा प्राइवेट है. इन दिस सिनेरियो वी आर नॉट कैपेबल टू एक्सेस द प्राइवेट मेंबर डायरेक्टली. सो मेंबर्स को एक्सेस करने के लिए, प्राइवेट मेंबर्स को एक्सेस करने के लिए हमारे पास अपना क्लास का मेंबर फंक्शन होना चाहिए. तो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द पब्लिक एंड प्राइवेट. और you see here how we can declare the class. What is the class? Class we can say it is a user defined data type. This is the another terminology. Class method defining. अब बात आती है कि जो भी हम मेथड्स डिफाइन करेंगे वो कहाँ कहाँ कर सकते हैं. तो क्लास मेथड डिफाइनिंग हम लोग दो जगह कर सकते हैं. मेंबर फंक्शंस और क्लास मेथड बोथ आर सेम टर्मिनोलॉजी, कैन बी डिफाइंड विद इन 2 प्लेसेस. वो प्लेस कौन कौन सा है? फर्स्ट वन है आउटसाइड द क्लास और सेकंड वन इज इनसाइड द क्लास. सो वी कैन declare the methods inside the class as well as outside the class. Now from outside the class, how we can declare from outside the class? If we define the function outside the class, first we declare within a class by terminating semicolon and then define outside the class body by using the scope resolution operator. This is the scope resolution operator along with class name and with function name. So this is the procedure. First you have to declare inside the class. After that you have to define outside the class using the scope resolution operator. कैसे होगा अभी देखते हैं. हमारे पास एक क्लास है बॉक्स. इस क्लास के 3 मेंबर्स हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज लेंथ विच इज ए टाइप ऑफ डबल, देन ब्रेथ एंड देन फिर हाइट. और एक मेथड हमने यहाँ पर डिक्लेयर किया है. हम डिक्लेयर को कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें? with the help of semicolon. Double get volume void. Now this method is declared inside the class body. This is the class ending, this is the class opening. Now we can define this method outside the class using the scope resolution operator. You will see here, this is the return type of the method. What is the return type of method? Is double. Box is the class name. Scope resolution operator, what is the method name? Get volume, and this is the parameter. Here is no parameter, that's why we are mentioning void. And this is the function body. This is the function body. So this is the approach how to declare the method inside the class, and same method, same declared method how to define outside the class. So this is the example how to declare and define outside the class. So basically, scope resolution operator tells the compiler that function name belongs to the class name. It means scope resolution operator communicate the meaning to compiler that get volume is a function of which class? Box class. Function declare inside the class. So if we define the function inside the class, then we don't need to declare it first and using semicolon. We can directly define the function inside the class body. जैसे कि हमने बताया कि पहले हमने फंक्शन को डिक्लेयर किया था. क्या किया था? डिक्लेयर किया था, फिर उसको डिफाइन किया था. इन दोनों में अंतर था. ये काम हो रहा था, ये वाला जो वर्क था वो इनसाइड द क्लास था और ये वाला वर्क आउटसाइड द क्लास था. बट नाउ देयर इज ए नो प्रॉब्लम. यहां पर हमने क्लास के अंदर ही इसको डिफाइन कर दिया है. ओके, तो दिस इज द प्रोसीजर हाउ टू डिक्लेयर, हाउ टू डिफाइन इनसाइड द क्लास. You can directly define the method inside the class. Here get volume defined within the class body. So this is about how we can declare the class, what is class, what is the class methods and data members, then how we can define the method inside or outside the class. So this is the general principle how to use the class in C++. Okay, now comes to the next topic, constructor. So basically constructor is a method just like a normal method, but there has some additional functionality, or we can say they have some additional procedure. Yeah, we can say this have extra capability to do something. What do something I will discuss. Basically a constructor is a member function of a class which initialize object of a particular class. In C++, constructor is automatically called when the object means instance of a class create. It is a special member function of the class. बेसिकली कंस्ट्रक्टर एक फंक्शन है जो ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल होता है व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ ए पर्टिकुलर क्लास विल क्रिएट, एंड इट इज ए मेंबर फंक्शन ऑफ दैट क्लास. हाउ कंस्ट्रक्टर आर डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ए नॉर्मल मेंबर फंक्शन? तो फर्स्ट है कंस्ट्रक्टर नेम हैज सेम नेम एज द क्लास नेम. सपोज वी हैव क्लास नेम x, द कंस्ट्रक्टर मस्ट बी द नेम विद ए name. The constructor method must be have same name x. Constructor don't have return type, not even void. It means constructor have no return type, but normal method having return type. Even constructor have no return type, even void, but normal method having return type, having no return type, we can indicate the no return type with void keyword. So this is the difference. Constructor is automatically called when the object of a particular class will be created, but in the case of normal method we have to call with the object of a class, like a.x, a.get roll number, a.set roll number. But if that method will be constructor, in that case that piece of code automatically executed, no need to call implicitly. If we do not specify a constructor, C++ compiler generate a default constructor for us. यदि हमने कोई कंस्ट्रक्टर क्रिएट नहीं किया है अपने प्रोग्राम में, तो C++ कंपाइलर ऑटोमेटिकली एक कंस्ट्रक्टर क्रिएट करेगा फॉर मेमोरी इनिशियलाइजेशन. तो दिस इज द एग्जांपल हाउ टू डिक्लेयर एंड डिफाइन द कंस्ट्रक्टर. So you will see here, this is the name of the class ABC, this is the constructor. It means when I am creating the object of class ABC, x1, जैसे ये लाइन एग्जीक्यूट होगी इमीडिएटली दिस पीस ऑफ कोड विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड. इट मीन्स इस कंस्ट्रक्टर की बॉडी में यदि 1 लाख लाइन्स भी होंगी तो इमीडिएटली एग्जीक्यूट होंगी whenever the object of a particular class will be created. Similarly, this is the class. हमने कंस्ट्रक्टर अंदर डिक्लेयर किया है, क्लास के बाहर हमने इसको डिफाइन किया. जैसे हमने नॉर्मल पीछे भी किया था कि मेथड्स को हमने क्लास के अंदर डिफाइन किया, डिक्लेयर किया और बाहर डिफाइन किया. ऐसे यहाँ पे कंस्ट्रक्टर को हमने डिक्लेयर किया और क्लास के बाहर हमने उसको डिफाइन किया. तो दिस इज द जनरल प्रोसीजर हाउ टू डिक्लेयर द कंस्ट्रक्टर इनसाइड द क्लास और आउटसाइड द क्लास. और second and more important thing is constructor can be defined under public, private and protected sections, no issue at all. So this is the procedure how to declare and define the constructor. Now types of constructor. So basically constructor, default constructor. Default constructor is a constructor which don't take any argument. It has no parameter. This is the example of this constructor. My class name is construct. This is the default constructor. Why we say this is a default constructor? Because it has no parameter. After that, this is the main function. I am creating the object of construct class C. Whenever this line will be executed, immediately this piece of code will be executed. It means immediately the value for A will be assigned 10 and the value of B will be assigned 20. Now I am going to print these value like A, C dot A 10, B, C dot B 20. Immediately we will get these output. So this is the example of default constructor, how default constructor will work in C++. Parameterized constructor. A constructor which has parameter is called a parameterized constructor. It is used to provide different value to the distinct object. You will see here why we say this is a parameterized constructor, because this has parameter. Employee is the class name. No return type. It means this is the constructor. It means when I am going to create the object E1, immediately this piece of code will be executed and value will be assigned to ID, N and salary. What is the value? 101 SAR 8900F. After that, for employee E2, same piece of code will be executed and value will be assigned for IT, N and S. Then I am going to display the value with the help of calling the method. देखिए डिफरेंस क्या है. E1 को मैंने कॉल किया है और ये वाला ऑटोमेटिकली कॉल हुआ है. तो why we can say constructor is automatically called when the object of a particular class will be created. When ये piece of code execute होगा, this piece of code execute होगा and we will get all the output. So this is the about constructor. Constructor क्या होता है? Constructor is a member function which is automatically called. Second thing, constructor have same name as the class name. Constructor have no return type. Or there are two type of constructor. First one is default constructor and second one is parameterized constructor.